He pulled up to exchange for weekend visits, and the other parent said, "No gas money, no kids today." Later, a hidden account showed up on a credit report, and that weekend never happened. The kid missed Sunday football, and the ritual broke. Quick content note. This episode talks about financial abuse, and that can be triggering. Pause if you need to, and check the episode notes for resources and hotlines. Okay, I'm Danny. Welcome to Danny's Den. Let's chat.
Here's my point up front. Financial control is abuse, and it doesn't just hit bank accounts. It hits kids' routines and your ability to parent. Today, I'll show you what to notice and exact next steps you can take right now. No legal poetry, just practical moves. So, what does this look like in real life? It's often quiet. Secret accounts, sudden changes to logins, bills that show up in your name. Or more subtle, you're expected to cover everything while the other person controls access and threatens parenting time if you don't comply.
You find a loan on your credit report you never signed for, or your shared account is drained right before a custody exchange. Those are not accidents. They're tactics to control movement and decision-making. If your first thought was, "That happened to me," stop this episode for a second and copy those statements now. Seriously, do it.
Listen, it's exhausting. I know. But recognizing the pattern is the first power move.
Now, quick legal reality. Family courts increasingly treat financial control as relevant to custody and parenting determinations. Judges want to see who paid for what, who had access, and whether money decisions interfered with a parent's ability to care for children. Words to remember: temporary support orders, evidence of financial control, and the paper trail. Those phrases matter in filings and hearings. If you're wondering when to involve an attorney, do it sooner rather than later if access or parenting time is at risk.
But what can you do right away? I want to give you a short 3-step memory hook. Document, freeze, protect. Grab the last 3 months of bank and credit card statements, screenshot them, download PDFs. Save text messages and emails that mention money, changes to accounts, or canceled plans. Screenshot ticket accounts and confirmations for any shared season tickets or event passes. Freeze. Call your bank and ask about alerts, temporary holds, or fraud flags. Change passwords for email and financial logins you control. Order a credit report and watch for new accounts opening in your name. Protect. Put critical documents in a secure, private place, a digital folder only you control, or with a trusted friend. Photograph physical tickets and add them to that folder. If you can, get receipts that show who paid for what. If you need to ask for access without inflaming things, use neutral, child-focused language. Try, "I need the joint account statements for the last 3 months to plan childcare. Can you send them by Friday?" Short, factual, and it creates a record. Keep those messages. If the other side refuses or lies, those messages show you tried to be reasonable. That's evidence. Courts care about attempts to cooperate as much as they care about the harm itself. Let's talk parenting, because the kids are the priority. Routine equals safety, so preserve the routines you can. Consistent pickups, bedtimes, and yes, game day rituals. If Sunday football is their thing, keep that ritual predictable. Put the plan on a shared calendar, screenshot confirmations, and message the other parent the day before. Those little habits matter. When conflict spikes, shield the children. Don't argue where they can hear. Use short, neutral lines at handoffs. "We'll talk later," and save the details for private conversations or a therapist. If a child asks why plans changed, say, "Grown-ups are fixing something. Your routine matters, and we'll do our best to keep it." Age-appropriate, simple, safe. Now, the sports angle, because I know many of you live for game day. Season tickets and playoff funds are shared assets, and they get weaponized. Document ownership now. Screenshot ticket accounts, photograph physical tickets, and save renewal emails. Smart moves. Transfer future tickets into an account you control if possible, or set a written rotation so each parent knows which games they get. Put holiday traditions in writing in your communication thread. If the other side refuses, you still have the record for mediation or court. Quick legal tip. Temporary support orders and emergency stockpiles of documented expenses can stop immediate harm while you pursue longer-term relief. A family law attorney or a legal clinic can file for emergency orders if parenting time is being blocked by financial control. Don't assume courts won't act. Bring the paper trail.
Before we wrap, a small thing that really helps. Music as a ritual. Pick a 5-minute playlist or one song that signals game day or comfort time. For me, a late 90s R&B throwback kept our house steady during rough patches. Something like No Scrubs by TLC. Play it before the game or the car ride, and you create a cue that says, "This is normal. This is ours."
All right, quick recap and one immediate action. Recap. Document everything. Freeze or monitor accounts. Protect your kids' routines. One immediate action. Screenshot and save the last 3 months of activity for any account you share or that affects your parenting time. Do it now. It takes 2 minutes.
If this landed for you, subscribe to Danni's Den. It helps others find these conversations. And here's a 2-step CTA. First, subscribe. Second, screenshot those 3 months of bank activity and save them in a private folder. Then come back and listen again if you need the steps repeated. It helps to do it with calm actions.
If you need legal help, check the episode notes for resources, legal clinics, and hotlines. I can't give case-specific legal advice on the show, but the resources linked will point you to free or low-cost help in your area.
And one last note. If anything in this episode made you feel unsafe or triggered, pause and reach out to local supports. You're not alone. There are ways to protect your children and your finances. Take care, and let's chat.